Welcome to Wildlife World, where the wild world awakens in every breath of nature. Let's embark on a journey to discover breathtaking survival battles, where instincts are fiercely exposed and the pristine beauty of nature makes you unable to take your eyes off. In the quiet morning mist, two dominant forces suddenly met. The Cobra stretched its neck, the Komodo roared softly. The atmosphere lit up with anticipation for an explosion. Each movement was slow, but contained the power about to be released. The snake lunged forward with lightning speed, but Komodo countered with a thunderous swipe of its tail. Dust flew from the ground, scales cracking as the two predators whirled, each collision echoing like the roar of the jungle. Dust swirled in the chaotic twisting, the two predators exhausted but unyielding. The snake made one last desperate strike. The Komodo threw it away violently, then watched its opponent slither away in silence. When the snake's shadow melted into the depths of the forest, only heavy breathing remained, and the primal balance returned to nature. World where breathtaking battles for survival and candid moments reveal the fierce beauty of primitive life. In the middle of the forest, still wet with morning dew, the two rulers suddenly met. The king cobra raised its head, venom ready, while the porcupine raised all its spines, not retreating. The atmosphere thickened, and then, the first attack exploded like thunder in the forest canopy. The battle raged on. The snake squeezed with all its might, but the steel spikes countered like a storm. Every strike, every thrust echoed through the forest, dust flying, leaves breaking, a suffocating dance of survival between instinct and endurance. The final crash, both were nearly exhausted. The snake twitched among the dry leaves, and the hedgehog, though wounded, still stood firm in the light filtering through the canopy. Only the slow breathing of the survivor and the dignity of the wild. wild moments and feel the strong vitality of the natural world. In the scorching heat of the savannah, Komodo paused as the wind carried a strange scent. In the distance, a giant python slithered through the golden grass, its scales glinting in the sunlight. The two giants had spotted each other, the silence before the coming storm. The python counterattacked fiercely, wrapping Komodo in a giant grip, seemingly overwhelming it. But Komodo suddenly used all its strength to bite its opponent's neck, causing the entire steppe to shake in the merciless fight. The Komodo struck a vicious first bite, but the python retaliated with a violent headbutt that shook the savannah. And when the dust settled, the two predators lay gasping for breath in the silence, exhausted from the frenzy of survival. Creating the wild world as vividly as ever. Let's embark on dramatic confrontations, witness the survival instincts rise in every moment, and be captivated by the pristine, magical beauty of nature. Raw beauty of nature. Amidst the scorched African seagrass, a fateful encounter is taking place. The secretary bird, a symbol of speed and precision, meets the king cobra, the ruler of darkness. Two predators, two worlds, entering a land where only one can survive. The snake struck like lightning, wrapping around its opponent's legs. The secretary bird spun, its wings stirring up dust, counterattacking with a deadly peck. Dust flew up, and the blazing sunlight reflected off every scale and feather, creating a chaotic yet powerful scene. Golden dust flew everywhere. The two enemies spun around like a storm. Snakes rushed forward. Birds counterattacked. Each kick and swing echoed with a dry. Under the scorching heat of the steppe, the two legendary creatures rushed at each other like two living storms. Every peck, every bite echoed like thunder on the cracked ground, their predatory and defensive instincts reaching the peak of their power to survive without escape. As the cobra's whip slashes through the air, the tarantula responds with silk, speed, and cold precision. Wind, sand, and sun swirl into a raging vortex where every move is a challenge between sheer force and cunning strategy. The battle reached its final limit. Lightning strikes, repeated bites, silk shattered in the dry wind, both exhaust whistling wind. In the fiery sunset, this was no longer a match, but a test of the limits of speed, strength, and will. The two stopped in the middle of a silent sea of dust, a breath, a move, and then the final explosive attack. When the dust cleared,